Go. All right. We're going to round out today's stream just by grabbing exploration badges in the Abyss and in Monster Island, because I don't have those yet. So let's go knock these out. Which might be all the exploration badges. I'll have to go look at my piece of paper I got this stuff scribbled on. You the right sub? You are the right sub. Monster Island, let's go. So Monster Island is just a chunk of the Peregrine Island map. It exists so that villains can come here and punch Devouring Earth monsters and get the badges. Or, not badges, get the inspirations, the Hammy Raid inspirations. Essence of Earths. Thank you, Brain, for finally pulling that information up. Okay, there we go. Monster Islander badge, check. Okay. Roar of the Beast. It's also so you can punch Rickety monkeys, but you can also punch Rickety monkeys in vast quantities in, like, the Rickety War Zone. Like, finding Rickety monkeys is not that hard. Monster Factory, check. Hi, guys. Yo, Monsters Playthings. Yeah, like the islands out here totally just have Devouring Earth monsters on them. So just like in Peregrine Island, you can come up here to the same locations and fight Devouring Earth monsters. They're here too for villains, so that you get your Essence of the Earth before you go on a Hamadon raid. Although these days we have Hammy raids down to such a science that it's kind of unnecessary. If you go way back to how we used to do raids, before we were quite so powerful, it actually mattered a little bit. I still remember how villains used to perform Hammy raids differently than heroes. So in hero raids, you had a tank, and the tank would stand there and just taunt the Hammy and get shot a lot, and he'd have a million buffs on him. This fit Monstrosity badge, and that was all great and stuff. But villains, we would actually stand behind a safe rock. There'd be like a team of 8 masterminds. We would all stand behind a rock so we couldn't get shot. And we would, one by one, send minions out to aggro the Hamadon. So the Hamadon would shoot the minion, and just as that minion was dying, the next one would be there to get the Hamadon's attention, and so on. It was fragile and janky, but it actually worked all right. Like, we raided the Hamadon a lot that way. Alright, we got 3 more badges to get in this zone. Which, like I said, man, this is like straight out of the hero zone. Yeah, it's Grim Fandango. Now, that's an interesting game. I've never played it, but people seem to really like Grim Fandango. I should play that sometime. I do like a good adventure game. Hey, Dark Garden. Finally, the one way out on this silly little island out here. Got it. So we are now an honorary monster. I think that should have been pretty self-evident, though. We are a villain, after all. How are we doing on those defeats? $849. We're making it. We are making it. All right. Well, that's it. That's a tour of Monster Island. There's not actually that much here. There's this abandoned factory complex that's overrun by monkeys. And there's a couple islands with devouring earth monsters on it, and that's about it. And if you die, this is where you come back to when you hit the hospital button. The end. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.